And, you know, the other showdown that there would be, or that there was, is this Mitt Romney illegal immigrant thing. This is a portion of the debate where Rick Perry accused Mitt Romney of having hired illegal immigrants. And Mitt Romney said, you know, I hired a landscape company, and unbeknownst to me, the landscape company had hired illegal immigrants. Now, you know what? I actually agree with Mitt Romney on this. If I hire a landscaper and my landscaper has an illegal immigrant working for him, does that mean I am hiring illegal immigrants? I actually think the accusation is unfair. What do you think?
I think you're absolutely right. But where I get off of this train is when he says, once it was pointed out to me that they were illegals, I talked to them and they were dismissed. I can't see a scenario where that's realistic. Have you ever hired somebody and then someone outside of them came to you to tell you about the people that they were hired, and then you got involved with the contractor to work that out? I cannot imagine a situation where that really happened.
No, if you're Mitt Romney, I could see that happened. It was a big deal, and I believe that happened. Yeah, Natan wants to get in on this.
Well, no, it's even worse. He fired them, and the reason why he fired them, admittedly, is only because he's a candidate for president.
Right, so it's actually even worse. He
even did say that. Yeah.
I want to get to that clip, which is where Mitt Romney says it was particularly bad to hire illegal immigrants because for Pete's sake, he was running for office. Let's take a listen to that clip.
Number one. Number two, we hired a lawn company to mow our lawn, and they had illegal immigrants that were working there. And when that was pointed out to us, we let them go. And we went to them and said, you have a problem with allowing someone to finish speaking. And I suggest that if you want to become president of the United States, you got to let both people speak. So first, let me speak. So we went to the company and we said, look, you can't have any illegals working on our property. I'm running for office, for Pete's sake. I can't have illegals. It turns out that once again they
listen, you guys have illegals working for you, and for no other reason than that I'm running for office, you can't have illegals working for you. Otherwise, it would be more acceptable, apparently, to have the illegals. This is not, it's been mentioned a little, but how are people missing this one?
I don't know, because that's the first thing that pointed out to me. I'm wondering, did they beat him up when he got off stage and tell him, his people, that you can't be saying things like that? Because using his own words, it's less offensive if he were not running for president, right?
Exactly. It would not be as egregious of a mistake if he was not a candidate for public office.
Right, exactly.
The other thing is we're completely ignoring the fact that referring to illegals, it's objectifying illegals. Forget about the fact that they're people who have lives, right? It's just illegals. I had an illegal, I hired an illegal, I fired an illegal. It's this very kind of objectifying way of referring to people who are working for a living that we can't even, I think it would be silly to expect that to come up in a Republican debate. Don't you think, Darryl?
Yeah, it would, but that kind of freaks me out a little bit because I don't quite get why. Like, if it were to come up, do you think they really wouldn't even understand what you're talking about?
Yeah, probably not. They would say, what are you talking about? We're talking about illegals. What do you mean objectifying?
So since we're talking about illegals, there's no level of really respect that's necessary there.
Exactly. I think that's the idea among many. They're just illegals. That's it. That's all they are. They're not really people with lives and families.